Hi everyone! Welcome to my first ever video on this channel. I'm so excited to finally share it with you. Today, I'll be ranking all 7 performances from Universe League Episode 1. Every stage brought something special, so ranking them wasn't easy, but I've finally figured it out. I'll explain why I placed each performance where I did, so you can see how I came to my decisions. Of course, this is just my opinion, so feel free to drop your rankings and thoughts in the comments.
Wing, 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 wing. Boomerang.
Coming in at number 7, I've placed Boomerang. Let me just say, this performance wasn't bad at all. It had some really strong points. Gejung, for example, did an amazing job, and even though his voice cracked a couple of times, he kept going and didn't let it faze him, which I really respect. Jinho is one of my picks, and I think he did great. Royce was also a standout for me, along with Kenta, who really impressed me as well. That said, compared to the other performances, it just didn't hit quite as hard. While I enjoyed it, it didn't leave as strong of an impression as the other stages. But again, it wasn't a bad performance, it just wasn't my favorite. Next, at number 6, I've placed S-Class. Honestly, this one was a bit of a struggle for me because I went back and forth between S-Class and Love Shot for this spot. Both had some great moments, but in the end, I felt like I just liked the other performances a bit more. That being said, everyone did an amazing job, and I want to give credit where it's due. Ju Young, Chi En, and Jae-ho really stood out to me, and they all brought something special to the performance. The entire team did well, and it was a solid stage overall. At number 5, I've placed Love Shot. This performance had some really strong moments, and I definitely appreciated the energy they brought to the stage. The performance wasn't bad at all, it just lost a little momentum towards the end. It started off strong, but by the end, the energy wasn't quite as high, which made it feel a bit less impactful. As for the members, Lee Jae and Hiroto really stood out to me. The whole team did great. Overall, it was still a solid performance, and the stage presence was on point, but I just felt like it wasn't as strong as some of the other performances. So that's why it lands at number 5 for me. At number 4, I've placed Thrill Ride. This performance was super cute, and I just had so much fun watching it. The energy was infectious, and it was just an overall feel-good performance. Zen Zen in particular really did it for me. His voice stood out and added so much charm to the stage. There was something about the vibe of this performance that made it really enjoyable for me, and it definitely left an impression. At number 3, I've placed One and Only. This performance was so cute and full of energy, and it just gave off the best vibes. JL really blew me away. He's truly made to be an idol, and his presence on stage was just amazing. Yuito also stood out to me with his performance, and I really enjoyed watching him. The chemistry between the members was fantastic, and they all brought something special to the stage. It wasn't just a performance, it was a performance that made me smile the whole time. That's why One and Only takes the 3rd spot. It was a fun, bright performance that left a lasting impression. At number 2, I've placed Replay. I absolutely loved this performance. It was just incredible from start to finish. The vocals were amazing, and Jun Hyuk's voice completely blew me away. It was so good that I can't stop thinking about it even now. I also really liked Yukshin. His vocals were so good and added so much to the performance. And of course, Wonki was awesome, as always. The whole team performed with such confidence and synergy, which made this stage so enjoyable to watch. Replay left such a strong impression on me, and that's why it's firmly in my number 2 spot. And finally, at number 1, we have Siren. This performance has been my number 1 from the start, and it hasn't budged, because it was just that amazing. Everything about it was flawless. The vocals, the choreography, the stage presence, it was all executed so perfectly. The whole team was incredible, and I find it so hard to pick just one favorite because I have multiple picks in this group. Kudos to Jongfan, he's such an amazing dancer, and really stood out to me. Steven was also fantastic, and as Illumini, I'm so happy to see him on this stage. And Park Han, wow, where have you been hiding? This song is incredibly challenging, but they absolutely nailed it. There were no mistakes, no weak points. It was pure perfection. It's the kind of performance you can't stop thinking about, and it's definitely one I'll keep talking about. Now that we've talked about the rankings, let's quickly go over what happened in the episode itself. This episode was all about introducing the contestants and judges and kicking off the draft process. Here's how it worked. The trainees performed, and the judges picked one player to join each of the 3 teams: beat, rhythm, and groove. If a trainee wasn't picked, they went back to the bench as a candidate for elimination. Out of the 42 contestants, 21 were drafted into teams, and the remaining 21 ended up on the bench. In the next episode, we'll find out the fate of the benched players. If they don't get scouted by a team, they'll be eliminated from the show. The stakes are already really high. Here's a quick look at how the teams shaped up after the draft. So that's how I ranked all the performances from episode 1. Honestly, this show has been so fun to watch, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of my rankings? I'm always up for a good discussion. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video.
내게 부딪히죠 나름 비교죠 I'm ready now